What's going on, guys? Captain Cody here. Welcome to the Real Guides channel. If you've been following along, we appreciate you coming on the journey with us. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. It's a beautiful day here in Key West. It's early October, so Hurricane Helene just went by, and it's been really windy and really rough. We've had a couple of hurricanes this season, late in the season. Prayers to everybody up in North Florida, Central Florida, North Carolina that got affected by the hurricane. We hope they get a speedy recovery. And we're gonna take a look around. It's a beautiful day. I think it's gonna blow like 6 miles an hour today, so we're really excited. Anytime you get flat weather in October down here in the Keys, it can be really fun. We're not really sure what we're going to do. We might do a little bit of diving. We're going to see how the viz looks. We might do a little bit of sword fishing, potentially some deep dropping. U.S. police doing their duties. And we're going to kind of check it out, see what's going on, kind of see what the conditions have to offer. You can see we got a ton of gear on the boat, so we're ready for anything. But we're going to get up on plane here and make a little bit of a run, and we'll check back in a bit. So today on the boat we got Jared, who you guys have seen before in a couple videos. We also got my good buddy Taylor here, and then Nicole's behind the camera. So we just ran a little ways, like 15 miles or so. We did not really find the clean water we wanted to see, in shallow at least. There's some clean water out here in the deep, so we're gonna put out some blue runners that I caught yesterday just for a little bit, just to see if we can get lucky and maybe catch a wahoo or something. I don't have high expectations for it because you really want the water to be in a certain area when you're targeting those fish, but we're gonna give it a try anyways. So I'm just making a little stinger rig here. These rigs are pretty standard. Usually you do a J hook in the front and a treble hook in the back, but today I'm doing a treble hook in the front, and I'm gonna put another treble hook back here. So we'll show you the complete rig here in a second, and then we'll get some baits fired out. So this is the rig here. These fish hit the bait going so fast that they're not always hooked in the mouth. So sometimes having more treble hooks is definitely better. Try to hook them where you can. So put a runner on there and get them fired out.
We're gonna get a fresh one. Actually, no, this one's all right. Oh, Nicole.
We got our blue runner out there. Let them back a little ways. We're gonna fish 2 baits. Sometimes I fish 3, sometimes I fish 4. I really don't love blue runners for bait. There's a lot of other baits I would prefer to be using, but that's what was willing to bite our sabiki rigs yesterday, so that's what we got. So the water's not good for diving or slow trolling, really just water fishing in general. So we're just getting some rigs set up here. A little bit of deep dropping, make our way offshore. Go through there.
This is what you'd call a naked rig. Just hooks and in line. No swivel, no nothing. This day right here is the day I've been waiting for while I've been twiddling around my thumbs. I knew I was going to come out here and have to be the hero. I'm catching a vibe. That's what I'm catching. Hanging out with Nicole, hanging out with Cody. I don't know where Taylor is, but, all the females out there, I love you. We only fish with Yeezy slides. That's the new motto now.
Oh, never mind, ladies. Start letting them out, Jared. Looks like we're going deep drop. Alright guys, so we ran out to the reef to start this morning. We're really hoping for some clean water and some good conditions for doing a little slow troll and live baiting, maybe some diving. We didn't really find it. We trolled runners for about an hour, maybe, just kind of out in the blue water randomly, which sometimes can pay off, but most of the times not. So we picked everything up. We rigged up the deep drop rods, and we're gonna go try some new spots, kind of look around, see if we can find something new that we never fished before. Hoping for big snowy grouper. And then, you know, we're gonna kind of bounce around, look for some new spots, and eventually end up doing a couple of sword drops later in the day. So we're gonna get everything rigged up, and we'll get right back with you guys here in a second.
We're using a 6-pounder. Current's not too heavy. Pretty light, right? Push that through so you don't have to tie the hook. Push the hook through the loop, pull tight. So I try to hook them so when they fall down, the bait's aerodynamic and not spinning. Try to keep the bait as like up and down. Some people hook the bait right here in the middle, and then when it goes down, it spins. So then when you bring it back up, this piece right here will kind of be all tangled, and it'll be kind of hard to reuse the rig. You'll probably want to throw it away at the end of the day. This is the stuff Captain Cody really doesn't like, so I already know after he drops to go get the hose and spray it off, because if this thing dries, yeah, he does not. Cody does not like this. We're targeting right now, guys. It's rosefish. The next species we're going to target is a giant swordfish. We're just trying to get a little home table dinner.
Beautiful. Look at this trophy. Black belly rosefish.
The reason why they're called black belly rosefish is when you got the insides of them. You see the insides of their belly, they're actually black. Fun
Interesting.
fact.
That is a fun fact.
Yeah, these are $200 for sandals. Not really worth really much, in my opinion. But
What do we got, Nicole?
Nothing.
Nice.
Absolutely.
well, he was second mate, but now I'm second mate. Now that he's in there, so that's gonna pay for gas.
Oh, are you okay?
You fall in the hole.
Yesterday you got a...
for real guys. So we're just kind of dropping on a few new spots, and we're a good ways offshore, in like 900 feet. And surprisingly, there's no current out here, which is really unusual. Normally there's a lot of current out 900,000 feet of water. So not ideal conditions, but we're just kind of bouncing around, looking for some good bottom. You know, I'm just kind of bouncing the bottom, feeding it out, looking for a big bite or something like that, and moving it around a little bit with the boat just because there's no current. So we're going to keep bouncing around, and hopefully we'll run into something good here soon. So it's about 1 o'clock now. We tried to run offshore, do a little deep dropping. There was zero current, which is never good for anything. So we're going to the last resort. We're going to make a drop for a sword, probably a couple drops, and hopefully we can get lucky. It's a little bit of current, not much, maybe a mile an hour, so not ideal, but better than no current. So we're going to get the rod set up. We'll probably fish 3 rods, 3 LPs. So we're gonna get everything rigged up and get some baits in the water and see if we can't try our luck at getting a sword.
This, Nicole, is wrong. But this is proper here.
Ladies, if you want a freaking civilized man, here's one for you.
It's me. And to be honest with you, I'm not taking.
Taylor rigged this bait. I think it's been 3 times frozen now, so.
Did you sew that with dental floss?
Here we're putting the light on with the rubber band. We're gonna put it on this way so when we reel the fish in, you put it on and you just can kind of go right through the rod tip and it pops.
Alright, go ahead, Jared.
We're gonna set the buoy out and kind of forget about it, and if we notice that the buoy's getting sucked under or slack, or when we pull them in, we'll just get the fish that's on there.
Slack buoy usually means the big fish. Swimming the weight up. We like that.
passing boats like to pull up to it to fish for mahi-mahi because they think it's debris.
Let it rip.
Oh, be careful, Taylor.
So we're about to fire out our third bait.
So as you can see, one of the marks are coming out of the rod tip now, that black part of the string, and then you see how it goes to yellow here. But we're fishing the 1,600 foot mark on that rod and then a 1,500 foot mark on the other rod. And we kind of have two different depths, and then we're gonna fish this tip rod in the middle. But you can see the buoy, that's how it's sitting perfectly there. And if it lays on its side or if it gets sucked underwater, then it definitely has something on there too. Start running deep. How do you like the mess though?
Okay, we put the skirt on it, huh?
You put the skirt on it, yeah.
I haven't rigged a squid. I don't really fish with squid, to be totally honest with you.
Wow, that's how you rig it? Yeah, I love it. Watch. If I was a swordfish, it would be a dead swordfish. Baiting on a really cool catch.
It's very true. You guys would have definitely been the arts and crafts leaders at camp.
Oh, I actually was the main outdoorsman in school. They called me grasshopper.
Why grasshopper?
I would catch all the grasshoppers and bring them back into class every day.
Honestly, I don't know how to rig squid because I never used squid, but there's no current and we're willing to try anything, so we're gonna put this squid down. The first drift did not go the direction we were hoping, kind of went inshore or almost nowhere, which is not neither direction. It's great for short fishing. So we're gonna reset in a different area because we need to set up pretty much right on top of the area we want to fish. So fingers crossed, we're going back down with the first swimmer. Ready?
Yeah.
And so we just set up on our second drift, and then we're tied on the tip rod here. Just fish ate it on the way out. So stalling the reel. Hopefully it's a legal fish. Seems all right.
Should I wake up Jared? Jared, run, run! That's the real question. Was it your bait or your bait?
It's going to be a Taylor rig bait. It's a taco bait. You know, Cody wasn't really a big fan of these baits recently, but I kind of am getting them onto
I
him.
saw him swim. Looked good.
Yeah. So I brought this, and I'm looking to use it. It's really thick. I think you could hit a very big fish with this and not worry about losing it.
Oh, look who it is.
Hopefully it's over 100 pounds.
How big does it have to be?
47 inches from the lower jaw to the fork. And usually if the fish is in that size range, they come up pretty easily. We worked hard for this bite. I like to hook them with a good bit of drag, make sure the hook gets in them, but once the hook's in them, just keeping that tight is really all you're trying to do. You're not trying to pull on too hard. You know, if you have to fight them for 3 hours, 4 hours, then sometimes you have to push the drag up. If we lose them, it's Taylor's fault, just know that.
No! I had the drag so loose, I thought I had a fish on when I first started, and long story short, it was current and it was rough, and next thing you know, there's no fish on it.
Who knows? Could be 50 pounder snagged in the side. I hope not.
This is a 2-piece harpoon, and I honestly need help twisting it in, Jared. Hold this side in between your legs. Dang, Jared.
You look hysterical. Look at Jared's leg.
So guys, basically I did all the work, fell asleep, next thing you know the fish was on.
Who's gonna throw the harpoon?
Jared.
Probably better than Taylor, but Taylor's getting it set up, so probably Taylor.
Taylor, I feel like you should do
I just
it.
want to hit it on film and not miss, so that would be my goal.
That
It's coming up pretty steadily now, Cody.
Pushed it up, now he's not fighting so hard.
Jared, when it comes up, all right, it's getting close. Nicole, stand right here.
All right, boys, get it done.
It's a sword. And he's angry. Nice. Not a giant, but definitely a legal fish.
Do you want to get shots of it in the water?
No, it's good. This is perfect.
Put it in preschool, Cody. Look how pretty it is. That's color.
Marlin!
Oh my god.
Yes.
No, it's a dolphin. It's a dolphin.
Is it? Looks like a marlin.
Maybe an dolphin.
That looks like a marlin.
That's a
That's
dolphin.
a dolphin, but there's something else here that was acting like a shark.
Swear to God, it's not a marlin.
Here, let's take this.
That was definitely a dolphin. Dolphin!
So he's sitting under the boat. So cute.
Yeah, I think you should jump in.
He's gut hooked. But a nice fish, and we're glad to have him. This was the bait that we just caught that fish on, and yeah, it got pretty destroyed. It was gut hooked, so you could probably send it back down, but since we got a couple extra baits rigged, we're gonna just retire this one on a good note.
Wow.
These
Look at all
are
this squid.
these are what they're eating.
It's been about an hour since we caught the last one. We've gone about 300 feet. And we're gonna pull them up and move like a mile or two. Try one more spot before we call it a day and start heading home. So fingers crossed we get a nice big one. Even though we already got one, so I guess we can't complain. So either way.
I'm complaining. We want another one, but if not, we're happy.
I literally took a nap, woke up, there was a fish on, so I mean, I can't complain.
So it's 150 revolutions from the bottom.
Exactly, which is around 100 feet. You can hit bottom though on that one, Nicole. Nicole's on the rod. She's on patrol.
Like
Oh, we just got smoked on the tip rod. It could be nothing, but it could be something. The short buoy could have a fish. No, leave it out, because if it is a fish, whatever, they'll be on there dead.
So why don't we check the back rod to see if there's a fish on
I mean, I'd rather leave it until we know.
How did you guys both notice that at the same
Because I heard the reel get stressed, and he saw the rod. You're great. We reset.
All right, you good, Poppy?
Had a bite. Looked like a small fish. The other bite. Ended up pulling it off. Left the bait down. Just had another bite. It seemed like. I'm trying to see what's going on. You want to drop again, or you want to go home?
That's I'm fine to do one more.
All right.
Yeah, I would rather get sushi than do another drop, but I'm just saying, like, if it was my boat, I'd probably drop that. Darren, what do you think? We figured you wanted to go home, so we're gonna just do one more drift. Good job, Jared. Good job, Jared. Oh, he jossened you. That's a sick bait. You know, I would probably come back for that bait. Well, guys, we'll give you a little update. We're out here. We were supposed to go in about an hour ago, but we're gonna try to get one more. Nicole needed to be in around 6. We're gonna push it to 8. We're gonna put 3 more rods out, 3 more baits across the ledge and try to get lucky. It's just pretty cool. You never know if you're gonna get a 70-pound fish doing this or a 500-pound fish.
You guys ready for some Metro House?
I got to swim with a mermaid earlier, and 3 of them actually. And they seemed like they liked me at first, and then they kept their distance, but once they got a little bit around, they were swimming with me, which is AKA a dolphin fish.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah, no, that was hit. That was just got hit. Keep it on. Don't just hit the button. Wait, stop it, and then everybody's on.
They're not hitting it unless it's moving. I mean, maybe if they see a squid, they'll be like, oh, that's definitely edible. Just let it sit.
He was loading it up, but we
I saw that.
All right, hit the button.
You sure?
Hit it?
Wait.
You sure?
I think it
Because if that was him hitting it.
To stop. If anything, we should drop it back then.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. It's like the fish hit it again on the way up.
I don't like the way up hook.
We just like whacked it, and then like that was it.
Nicole, I think the double poaching probably didn't help that hook set. We were close. We didn't know what to do or expect. You hit the bottom. You brought it up like 80 feet, and then it got hammered. And we're like, no. And then it looked like it was on there already, and we're like, oh. And then it kind of was gone. And we're like, no.
But that's it for today, guys. It's kind of a slow day, but we still put in a lot of work and managed to catch a nice swordfish for dinner. So super grateful for that. You can't complain. You know, anytime you catch a swordfish is a good day. If you guys are looking to book a swordfish charter anywhere in the state of Florida, down here in the Keys, Fort Lauderdale, anywhere on the east or west coast, we have a bunch of guides in there that do swordfishing charters. The link for the website, Real Guides, will be in the description below. You can find myself on there, a lot of my buddies that all do swordfishing charters. A big shout out to our sponsors, Mustad and Hook and Tackle, for always providing us with the best gear and apparel. You can use discount codes below to save 20 and 25% on any of their products. You know, we're super grateful we were able to land a swordfish today. We had a lot of bad conditions, which can be tough, but we tried to make the best of it, and you know, another blessed day. So we'll catch you guys in the next one, and thanks for tuning in.